Hey everybody. On the 22nd, I believe, right around, I think it's the 22nd of November, this, a few days from now, a week from now, whatever, is options expiration. At the end of every month, options expiration. That's usually when there's a little bit of an attack on gold and silver kind of thing. And now that this MF Global thing has blown up, and I was watching a video today, I saw another one the other day too, but a different one today, from Russia Today, that they were interviewing Gerald Celente. Now, Gerald Celente is one of those guys who's been out there telling us all, buy gold and silver, physical, of course. He's been doing it. He's got his. He's okay. And he even talks about how on 9/11/2001, he wasn't able to get out of any kind of contract, paper, etc. It was kind of a shock factor for him on that day, realizing how when that thing went down, he couldn't get in or out, couldn't take his money, couldn't take his assets, basically, sell them, take his cash, etc. He was stuck. So that was a wake-up call for him. He had mentioned that many times. Well, he was playing the paper game, gold, in this case. And you'd first say, well, why is he being a bozo? Gerald Celente, of all people, gives great advice, knows how things go down. He never said he was playing those games. Why did he do that? He just got burned. Well, as he explained in the video, the interview on Russia Today, he said he basically plays the paper game, and every little bit of profit he makes is just more money in his trading account. Every time he buys a contract, sells it, there's profit, it goes in the trading account, until he has enough profit to demand delivery by saying, I made all this money, now I want to buy a full-size contract, here's the money, I've got the money in my account, deliver the goods. He said specifically, I had December contracts ready. I had the money there in the account. I done well enough this, season, this year, whatever you want to call it, that I had enough money in there to buy a contract out, demand delivery. That's what his plan was, which is a fantastic plan, I got to tell you. At the same time, you're still playing the paper game, right? We all know about that. Hey, you play the paper game, you get burned. But how could you get burned on this? He's playing it really well, right? Well, he, unbeknownst to him, whoever his broker was also using MF Global, ex-CEO of Goldman Sachs, Corzine, yeah, him. He ran MF Global. And he got Gerald Celente gets a margin call. Your money, we need a margin call, money in the account right now. What are you talking about? I've got plenty of money in the account to cover anything right now. Again, because he did so well playing the paper game this year, he got plenty of money. What the hell we need a margin call. Sir, your account has been liquidated. You need to come up with some cash. What the hell? Well, of course, what ultimately happened was MF Global went down and took Gerald Celente's account basically with them, which gave him the margin call. Now, JP Morgan somehow has gotten most of the funds. The people who lost their funds, somehow JP Morgan got theirs. And got it from those people, basically. So, and I read this the other day. I was going to do a video, but it was, I decided not to. There's now going to be a suit against JP Morgan, possibly the CFTC, possibly the CME group, demanding, hey, our account holders need to be made whole first before JP Morgan, of course. They're the ones who got scammed by Mr. Corzine's MF Global. So at the same time, all this money's tied up, all these accounts have been liquidated, all these contracts, you can't do nothing with them. They're basically in limbo land. $600 million, we don't know where it went, and we're still investigating anybody who was affected. You can't do nothing, etc. So, by chance, Gerald Celente was this close to pulling the trigger on demanding delivery. I got my December's months ready to go for gold. And then this happens. He stomped out. Boom. Now what? He has nothing to show for it. So, a lot of traders are in a similar position to him. Some people who still have, I guess, paper contracts that were tied up in this mess are on hold. Others who lost the money that they had in those accounts to play with, so to speak, that was supposedly their money. It's my money. J.G. Wentworth, it's my money and I need it now. Gerald Celente, it's my money and I need it now. And it's a damn shame because I love Gerald Celente. He's a fantastic guy. I hate to see this happen to him. At the back of your mind, though, you still have to say, hey, he should have known better. You're playing their game, even though, hey, you knew what you were doing, you were winning, you made all that money, you were fixing to just that close to demand and delivery, and they just stomped out a whole crap load of people from demanding delivery for the December contracts. Silver, most likely gold, but silver is probably included too. So, because again, there's contracts for all kinds of commodities. So I know gold, silver, other commodities too. And just coincidentally, today's the 15th of November, the day Hugo Chavez, Venezuela, is supposed to have their gold bars delivered from mostly the UK. 80% of them were stored in London, UK. And I read something today in Spanish that I had to translate so I can make sense of it. And it basically said that today, the custodian or whoever's in charge, the trustee, whatever the hell it is, of the account over there, their gold, has gotten everything together. Mr. Chavez, give us 15 days. We'll give you the gold. So I'm starting to wonder, did they stomp out all those paper contracts who were this close to demanding delivery? God knows how much gold they were going to get, all of these people combined, because they don't have it, and they have to give it to Hugo Chavez because he's really demanding delivery. He's not playing a paper game, for one thing. He says, you guys have been storing my gold, give it up. Unbeknownst to him and everyone else, these shyster banker bastards send out people's gold. They lease it out to other parties, such as these exchanges. You got to be kidding me. Do you think Hugo Chavez agreed when he let them protect his gold for a fee that he's been paying all this time, security fee, to protect my gold in your vaults? Do you think he knew, or even knew in advance, that they would be taking his gold and leasing it out to the bankster class so that they can play games on Wall Street and the London Bullion Exchange can just have all this gold backing when, number one, they leverage it anyways, and number two, they're leveraging someone else's gold in which that someone else doesn't even know they're doing this? Do you see the nuclear bomb that is fixing to go off from this? And now everyone got stomped out of their positions and are in limbo land. Either you don't get your money, you're waiting on that, or you had a contract, now you can't do anything with it because it might exist, it doesn't exist, it does exist, but you can't do nothing with it, we're investigating. And meanwhile, someone's plundering the gold vaults, one of them being Chavez, but it's Chavez's gold, he owns it. So now, today's the delivery date. The only news today for Chavez is that give us 15 days, the Venezuelan people will have the gold. It's been finalized today, the 15th. Mark this day down as something. He gave it some word. We're getting our gold. And again, do you think maybe, just maybe, of course, just a little coincidence, that the whole MF Global thing went down just perfectly timed so that they could do this on purpose because they got to get their hands on some gold seriously fast, in an urgent hurry, because they got someone who's asking for their gold back, in which they never saw that come unexpectedly. Hugo Chavez unexpectedly asked for his gold. Mr. JP Morgan Chase, ex-CEO Goldman, Corzine, what do we do? CME Group, what do we do? I've got an idea. MF Global is going to go down. We're going to take the paper players out. We already know how many of these people have enough funds in their account that they could easily demand delivery. Therefore, we know who's going to demand delivery. Man, we need that gold. Go ahead with plan A. So if that's the case, and now we have a bunch of players, paper, silver, and gold players, out of the market forcefully, can't do anything with their contracts, can't do anything, except the bankers, namely JP Morgan Chase and friends, still have their contracts, of course. And we have options expiration coming up on the 22nd of this month. I'm starting to wonder if we're going to see a major downward movement in the precious metals market, especially silver. So, as I said, I'm still on the sidelines. I have not purchased any silver, not 1 penny of it, nothing. So, I am going to wait. Today's the 15th. We ought to see what starts to happen as we, 21st, 22nd, whatever that is. What's today? 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22. So, that's Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, next week. Let's see what happens Monday, Tuesday with the silver and gold markets. And remember what the web bot said about the rich riots. Remember that? You claim to have something, it's there, it's mine, gold, silver related, give it to me, don't have it. Gerald Celente, 6 figures, he says. And I don't know what 6 figures that is. 200,000, 400,000, 600,000, he didn't say. But he said he had 6 figures of cash in his account sitting there. Easily could handle any margin call in the world. Getting ready because he's done so well with his betting on the prices of gold and silver through the papers exchanges that I'm fixing to go demand delivery here in December. Got that contract on standby. It's already open. It's my contract. When it expires in December, I'm going to issue the rest of the money right out of my account. Boom, boom, boom. Press a few buttons on my computer. Done. Give me the real gold. Only to find out he'd been fleeced along with 150,000 other investors like him. Do you think they're running short on precious metals right about now? Especially gold. Circumstantial evidence, yeah, I know. But holy crap, if there's a case to be made with just circumstantial evidence, you could probably win this in any court of law. Holy crap. So I'm on standby till I see what goes down on or about the 22nd. If we see major downward movement in silver and gold, I'm going to go ahead and get in sometime around there. I don't know. Because I think that might be the plan of them to take, again, precious metals down with them. They have a very easy opportunity to do so because there's not many players in the paper market who could start buying the paper contracts as they sell them. They, the elite, sell them like we've normally had, which even so, they are still able to push the price down when they need to. But now there's like no competition. There's just a little bit of competition, so to speak. So could we, if my theory is right, and it may not be right, but if it is right, could we see smashing down gold and silver? This could be the final hoorah. Push it down, push it down, push it down. JP Morgan's already getting their gold and silver. Everyone else is collecting their gold and silver. Anyone who was in paper who thought you were going to collect real gold and silver by demanding delivery, sorry about your luck. Is that what's going to happen? Don't know. Man, we're getting close, so we'll see how next week goes, and that's all I got for you. Matter of fact, I do want to add one more thing. In the past, it's been a little while, I've had a few people message me asking me how to send Pastor Dow an offering because they can't figure it out on the website, and there's no way they can send it unless they could use like PayPal or a debit card or a credit card or something. And I told them, you know, I'm the one that set up the website and set up all that stuff, and the only thing on there for the offerings and tithes or whatever was his address, you know, send a check or whatever if you wanted to. And I've had probably 3 or 4 people tell me I'd like to send something, but I just, it's too much trouble. I'd rather just, you know, send PayPal. Does he have a PayPal account? And if he does, can you tell me his email address? Well, he got that set up. I went ahead and added that to his site last week. So any of you out there who are wondering still by chance, it's right on his website. You can send him an offering if you wish by the click of a button. It's on the website. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys. He's going to actually be down here, I think, around the first week of December, Pastor Dowell. I'm going to meet up with him and get a couple things done. But that's all I got. Maybe we'll do a little video together while he's down here. I got to return the favor. When I was up there, we did videos, you know. Got to return it. So, anyways, that's all I got for you guys. We'll see what happens, man. And I think next week will be a very important time frame. The early part of that week, anyways, should be. But I think that's the first part of the options expiration. They still have like plus or minus a few days after the date 22nd to really close final whatever, you know, final call whatever. But Monday and Tuesday should definitely be the telltale sign for me as to whether I want to get back in gold and silver. If I don't see really any movement, like I'm talking again on Monday or Tuesday and silver's still 33, 34, 35, whatever, I may just go ahead and get back in at that point. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence on that because the markets still haven't crashed down. And if they do, it could definitely bring gold and silver down with it. Unless the COMEX thing goes down, paper thing goes down. Oh my God, big exposure goes down. They're running out of gold and silver, whatever, on the exchanges. They don't have it. They never had it. It's now coming to fruition. And yeah, the market's starting to tank, but this new news came out about gold and silver. Therefore, everyone's going to dive into physical gold and silver like you can't believe. It's events like that come out of left field that people like me and others just, you can't really put that in your, you know, agenda of, or not agenda, but your outlook on, well, here's how things should go, even if it takes longer or shorter, this is still how it should play out. And then all of a sudden this thing comes out of left field that throws your whole, you know, model upside down. Which is why, again, you should always be stacking gold and silver. Again, I'm a silver fan more so than gold, because it has already outperformed gold recently, and absolutely positively will be doing it again. So go get your silver, keep stacking. And yeah, I know you probably telling me, well, why did you sell some then? And again, because the CME group came out with the basically fake news that they were raising margin hikes across the board for all commodities. I ran out Saturday. I had an hour left to go get some of my silver sold, because Monday would have been a bloodbath. After I sold and I did a video to tell everybody what I was doing. I could have just ran out and did it without telling anybody. But I tell you guys, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. So I did. Came back home. Update from the CME group. Sorry about that. We misspoke. This is what we meant. We're lowering initial margin, not raising it. Oh, okay. Too late. I already sold some of my silver. So there won't be a bloodbath on Monday. But then looking at the news, European news, again, now we got Italy in the mix. Now today we've got Spain, bonds exploding, man. This is downward pressure on all commodities, all stocks, etc. Bottom line, I'm on the sideline still. If I see big movements down in gold and silver on Monday and Tuesday, like if we were to see into the high 20s even, man, I'll probably get back in, and then have the old credit card on standby for a major crash down, and then go ahead and load the boat. That's how I would play that. So anyways, gotta run. It's getting a little hot up in here with this sweater on, and my car's not on. So I gotta run. Have a nice day.